You've all forgotten Celebrity. You've discounted him. He wasn't in Game 1 and Vinboys was an issue. Now we have Celebrity on the Jinx. I think writing SBTC off completely is foolish from this desk. And none of the desk is casting, right? I can just insult them.
Yeah, you can just do, but it's not about writing them off. It's just predicting who I think will win, and I think the secret has it.
I'm
The
teasing.
thing is, I also fear it because Rek'Sai, Akali, Jinx Rakan bot lane into two immobile carries or two immobile champions on the bot side on the side of Team Secret. I think they could just get all in and killed everywhere on the map basically, except maybe the mid lane. And this is something where SBTC can strike, but I think they would really need to win the early game here. And this is something I'm not too confident on. And I think Team Secret is smart enough to play around that also on their own, right?
Oh, Eddie taking a lot of damage here, trying to get away after the invade. Penguin not really able to come to help for a moment. So now Eddie is going to have to chug pots. He did go longsword in 3, so he has the recovery, but not a good start here for the Team Secret bot lane.
Definitely not, but they do enable Penguin to invade the web hub and also the chicken, so maybe that's like some advantage played out for Penguin on that side. Maybe, of course, DNK just goes for the vertical jungling mode and just invades the red buff on his own as well, and we will have like very strong side and weak sides planned out on this, because Penguin just take the whole bot side jungle from DNK basically. I wonder if DNK is prepared for that. He probably is.
This is going to be a dive.
This might just be a dive. Just keep Celebrity out of the game. We know that this is the star player from the side of SBTC. He's on the Jinx.
Needs to wait for that to come back up. So we've got about 7 seconds before Volibear wants to go back.
Yeah,
it's going to come up by the time he kills the Krugs.
It will be a prepared wave, and also level 3 for Penguin. He has the red buff as well. It could work out.
Yeah, I think this has got a really good chance. That isn't going to be Chompers either. He did take the zap, so now it's just going to be on Karma, but she can't do anything about this. Sorry, I mean Rakan. He can't do anything about this. And yeah that was just a really, really well-planned play.
Yeah, Rakan couldn't do anything about it. We just hit him screaming on your shoulder. That was basically it. DNK, however, take the red buff away. I actually see your camera. Yeah, I know you hasn't been there. Anyway, DNK, of course, take the enemy red buff. Hero has no smite. DNK has one. Math checks out. 1 smite beats 0 smite. So, of course, the red buff will be stolen. But that's absolutely worth for Team Secret. I mean, you got a huge CS lead now onto Eddie already, because Celebrity not only died, but also lost the wave there. Hero, however,
might be in trouble. He's got the skip and snip. That's a good flash to lock down the Rune Prison. DNK picks up the kill.
And why are you there, Hero, is what I really want to ask. I mean, he was making a trip towards the web buff to contest. I think that is fine. You just lose the web buff. It's fine. You won't die to the back or anything. But here we see the bot lane dive again. Just great. Flash, Frenzied Maul, Thunderwing Charge coming out onto the Celebrity. He tried to play around with the Chompers, but it was not enough. The wave was really well prepared by the side of Team Secret. But speaking of Hero, I wasn't done. I wasn't done flaming him. He went for the web buff. He contested. He loses it. It's fine. You against those might you are basically doomed there. You just lose the web buff, but that's okay. You don't die to the Rek'Sai. You can try that. But then he went the wrong route. He should just go back to his lane the standard way, but he went towards the river, where 3 people were waiting for him, and he is a flashless Gwen. What do you expect to happen? Of course, they pile onto you and just kill you. And now you gave the Rek'Sai an early kill, which is, of course, what the Rek'Sai wants and needs. And that is something that was absolutely not necessary for you. You, of course, now get to TP back to the wave, or just walk as he did, and not lose too much there. But one unnecessary kill given over to the Rek'Sai is something that you definitely didn't want to do.
This is actually really important for Penguin. I just want to quickly point it out. It's really important that he got that steal on the Raptors, because his Raptors were never killed. Which means that if he had just returned to his jungle and they had just said whatever, vertical jungling's over, I don't know why you've walked
Penguin.
up there. That was just silly.
Yeah, just give the Rek'Sai more kills. I mean, why not? Make the game a little bit more interesting, however.
Well, now Palette needs to be careful. He flashes over the wall, breaks the Karma tether, but he's still extremely low. Artifact will benefit from that one. They trade it back. Support for support. Ooh, Dragon getting a little bit spicy onto Eddie, but doesn't find him in the end. The Mountain Drake attacked very slowly.
Oh, Celebrity fish towards up there.
Nap. Oh, what are you doing, son?
I actually understand him trying to go for the zap and fishing for the kill there, but that was just too much. I mean, the Zoe could just point blank Sleepy Trouble Bubble him, and yeah, Zoe burst even without items is strong enough there. Also, Eddie helping a little bit there, and now, yeah, both sides basically giving the enemy team 3 kills. Very exciting to see. But all 3 kills are on the backside. That is something that can both be a blessing and a curse for SBTC, because you want the backside to be fed, but you also want your carries to be fed. This lead needs to be translated on, and yeah.
We got good all replay right now. 2T! Oh, baby, that was a good play. Well done there, son. He actually just plays like out of his mind.
Yeah, great timing on the well mob, definitely. You just sat back in at the last second, so there couldn't really be a Thunderwing smash coming out from Volibear to stun him away and just still out kill him. And yeah, well played by him. Maybe Penguin could be a bit more quicker on his hands and actually get the kill there, but apparently not. And Tutti, in his own right, does a fine play there to escape. 1 kill not given over to Team Secret is, of course, good for SBTC. But yeah, what I addressed earlier, DNK has all 3 kills on their side. It's, of course, good to have some agency on the backside in the mid game. But now DNK needs to look to translate this lead to his lanes so they can actually carry him later on. Because even with those kills, the backside will eventually fall off at some point. And now what I want to see from him is that he actually manages to get this lead onto Celebrity or onto Emperor and really snowball those side lanes, because the Wise so far, I mean, the Wise is not really the one who will absolutely be oppressive this game, but the Akali and the Jinx might be, so it's definitely a chance for DNK to really carry this game and bring us to a 3rd game here.
Maybe. I mean, this has been an explosive early game, I think is putting a nice term on it. DNK, I mean, he is someone I've criticized a lot, but he's also someone I've praised a lot when he deserves it. And he's now 3-0, so he might, try and earn a compliment. As another sleep goes in onto the Rise. We might be having a brewing 2v2 in the mid lane, but with DNK getting slapped, he's just going to back on off. Penguin spotted on Vision.
Yeah, Penguin spotted on Vision. Another charge comes in, but the top laners are having a fun one. Hero, yeah. Is he ignited? He's not ignited. He actually survives.
He lives. Yeah. Just a solid
My MVP
bullet.
candidate, by the way. Hero just wins every top lane matchup. I don't know why. Even the Wyvern matchup last time, I mean, he got solo bullet once, but after that, he was basically fine after 1 gank going his way and 20 bazillion ganks going the other way, right?
So does Emperor wants this?
Emperor really wants this, but he fights in the minion wave. Also, not even every needlework hits on the side of Hero. He just wins. Snip,
Okay.
and
Okay, he literally lives on about 10 HP there. That was real snip IAR moments.
Yeah. Second. Yeah.
One moment. As we do have the scoreboard back on screen. Sorry about that, everyone. Blame our producer. Then you can figure out who that is.
Yeah, my producer is too busy flaming me in chat, but that's a different topic. Enough meta casting for now. Top lane matchup going fine for now, and yeah, DNK now has the Rift Herald as well.
Dive. Celebrity drops the chompers. They are incredibly useless when you put them there. He literally gets put in the dirt by a big bear landing on his head. Looking like Elden Ring out here, as that is a double kill in the bot lane. They're going to try and answer it on the top side, but the only kill you can get up here is Hero. So in the end, it is a favorable play for Team Secret.
Yeah, very favorable play for them. Penguin at the right place at the right time, and he's not 4-0 at the Vexi, but he's definitely in a position to do some damage on his own as well. Getting away, Celebrity. I mean, he's down. He's 0-3, he's 30 CS down, and he's not looking like the Celebrity this game, and very much punished by the side of Team Secret. They really know who to focus on, but as a sacrifice for them, crossmap play was played well by DNK. They get a kill onto Hero. They get 1 turret down. Herald maybe also charging onto the tier 2 turret, and first turret going the way of SBTC means they are far from out of the game. But now, of course, bot lane might just lose to the siege here. Eddie with the first time, they want to fight this. They just straight up kill Celebrity in the 2v2. And I don't think Palette can survive this. I think he can, but he has to drop the turret.
Okay, maybe you guys were right to forget Celebrity. Maybe Vid Boys wasn't the problem, as Team Secret has definitely abused the bot lane matchup. They picked up 6 kills in that bot lane, with Penguin spending a whole lot of time down there. This is looking a little bit worrying for SBTC. With again, it's just DNK, and that's just another kill.
He got another kill. Yeah,
he just
killing Vakan.
That's just
that's like divorce.
That's horrible.
Yeah,
the divorce.
Mid lane also coming right there. 2T dying to Artifact, Penguin with another great gank.
What is
And
going
that's the thing
on?
where I want to quote my co-analyst slogan there. Top lane doesn't win you the game, bot lane wins you the game. And yeah, the bot side focus really paying off for Penguin. They just keep getting kills and kills. Of course, congratulations, you got 1 kill onto Emper with him killing Hero with the gank from Rek'Sai. But Emper will not just keep solo killing Hero over and over again like the bot lane will. And this is also one way how Team Secret can accelerate this game even further. They are up 2k now. Maybe Zhu Hao that, yeah.
But is getting DNK further ahead? I mean, a kill's a kill. You take it every day of the week, of course. But does it matter very much? Like, DNK's already, the gas pedal is put to the floor. I feel like you need another car to join the race.
You need more than one person being fed, and it's just the Rek'Sai. I mean, the Rek'Sai won't just get excited and pentakill 3 people from range. Oh, it's just catching on a weak. Oh no, it's not catching. You're actually baiting him, right? Oh, that's divorce filed right there for Rakan and Zaya. Very, very sad.
Sorry.
Either way,
Sorry,
yeah.
How are you feeling?
All 5 kills onto the Rek'Sai. I mean, DNK, he can ideally in a teamfight he can maybe like one-shot 2 people and get out or something. That would be very, very insane. But he's still a melee champion. He needs to get dirty with the enemy champions, and he won't just solo carry you the game. He needs to translate the leads, as I said before. And right now, you absolutely can't do it with the Jinx that's in that position. But now it's not even on the first item. Meanwhile, the Lefel Desire is on Eclipse. Cooldown boots is starting to work towards the Muhammad already, with the tier more than half stacked, and the tiers are also stacked on the side of SBTC, I would say, because not the in-game items, but the actual tiers. That game is looking very rough, as their playoff changes are.
Yeah, because we said it in game 1, but I do want to stress it again. This is the game that kind of decides the split. Not mathematically, I don't want to give that impression, but realistically, if SE can't beat Team Secret, they can't make playoffs. There is Penguin being caught out. He jumps his way back out with the Big Bear mode, and this is a good first kill onto the Jinx, but then the Rek'Sai falls, and that is all of the gold for SE taken away. I don't think Secret will be able to find anything more. But in the end, it's a good trade.
Is it though? I mean, it's a very huge shutdown going over.
Yeah, for Secret.
It's DNK dying, something that wasn't that favorable for Team Secret in the past. But however, Celebrity also getting a kill. It's his first of the series. Maybe it's just good for him to raise his morale and be mentally in the game, because so far he probably hasn't been too much. But look at that Zoe poke. I mean, they dare to stand close to the turret. The turret still has platings, by the way, and they just get chunked to 25% HP. It's looking very rough to play against this Zoe right now. Zoe likes to be ahead, of course, like any champion, but she definitely thrives very much when you are ahead. And with 3k gold ahead at 40 minutes, you definitely are in that position, and that tier 1 turret in the mid lane, likely not long to go.
So this starts off with Penguin actually just kind of getting owned.
Yeah, and this just shows why Rek'Sai is not a solo carry champion, right? You get 5 kills, but you have to get dirty with the enemy champions, and you will at some point just end up trading 1-for-1, no matter how far ahead you really are. And Penguin, he's a tanky volley, he still does his job quite fine, even without being that position. And the kills all allocating to DNK. By now is no longer a blessing, it is indeed a curse. And the second dragon also going Team Secret's way, also very much favored them. 3k gold with their lead, as it was beforehand, and now I really just wonder how they will translate this lead even further. Baron will spawn in 6 minutes, but they can just play for soul at this point. I mean, it will be an Ocean Soul, very nice to have, especially on the Zoe and the Felt Desire, who can just poke you from the distance. And yeah, it will not be fun for SBTC to play in the next minutes. They basically just need a miracle, but now DNK with a great engage on maybe even Addy, but yeah, DNK you will die there. Not even trading one to the back.
It's even one of the worst situations for it to be a solo carry Rek'Sai game. Zhu Hao goes low, but they lock Emperor up. He does actually get the kill, but not really worth it. Is that you see there, he jumps in on the Zaya, and he's just going for the I want your shutdown, right? He's just jumping in to get the 1-for-1, but you just press Featherstorm, move backwards, he comes out of the ult, and yeah, it hurts, but you just immediately pull your feathers back and one-shot him. You can't even kill the Zaya. It's just a bad matchup.
Yeah, and even if you wouldn't win the distance, right, you just buy enough time with Featherstorm alone to really bring your friends, and you see the replay with again DNK going for the pick. Actually, yeah, he does 0 damage before his ultimate comes out, and you said it hurts. It didn't even hurt. I mean, it's not even 300 damage he did there. That wasn't even close to trading 1-for-1, and he has 5 kills. He has 5 kills, and that's the little he does. They just traded top laner and jungler for a support pick.
that's kind of the whole problem with Rek'Sai. So I don't see it super often. There is a catch out, though, onto Artifact, so something back in the pocket for SBTC. Ooh, Penguin bearing down, doesn't pull the trigger.
Literally bearing down. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Bear down.
Is a bear. And now, yeah, that's kind of this game is such an elaborate tutorial on why Rek'Sai is not a good competitive champion. The last one was one about Riven. This is about Rek'Sai. Not reliable in the late game at all. Gets some kills, but then does absolutely nothing, or not nothing good at least for your team. And here we see maybe even more coming out.
Catching on the 2T, throwing out the needles, doesn't get the kill, but forces Rise all the way back. Eddie a little bit solo at the moment, but has the Featherstorm coming up now, so he's very, very safe. Just a Rift Herald being summoned in their face. Just, he doesn't care. Hero coming in to give Paulette the snippy snips. The tower goes down, and Team Secret continues the march. Yeah,
they might even get a charge onto the tier 3 turret, and by now you could actually just go for it. I don't think if they will. I don't think they will take inhibitors here, or even want to do that, because you would just give free XP over to the enemy team. It's still pre-30 minutes, and while you are decently ahead, you are not that far ahead that you can just roll over the game in a few minutes afterwards, because the Baron is not that much of a guarantee right now, even if you are decently ahead. So you just go for the inhibitor turret there, and with SBTC still having some fighting left into them, you definitely don't want to risk anything there anyway. Recall now maybe being spotted by DNK. This is maybe one way for them in, but he doesn't even have to try.
Yeah, you couldn't see him.
But there could be friends around him, right? So you don't go for that. Yeah. And yeah, that's just sad, right? DNK, he had 5-0. He was 5-0 on the Rek'Sai, and he still doesn't dare to try anything right now because he knows he can't. He lost his time window where he could snowball his lanes.
Yue reacted with surprise when that Rek'Sai got locked in, and he said, "Really? No, not against Lee Sin?" Because that is where the one time where Rek'Sai is super viable. Rek'Sai is really good against Lee Sin. It completely stuffs all of his plays. You just pop out of the dirt whenever he goes in, and that's really easy. There's no Lee Sin in this game. And we've been alluding to it. You have pointed out the reasons why we don't think Rek'Sai is very good in professional play right now. I just wanted to point out the one time she is good, but also point out why it's not this game.
I mean, that's two times.
Once again, trapping.
She's also good against Evelyn because she can just spot her with the tunnel vision.
Yeah, okay, but
who plays Evelyn? Yeah, exactly. And also against Xayah is so perplexing to me, because Xayah has like that one counterplay button against
catch. Good catch.
Yeah. Good catch. Yeah, artifacts down. That's one good thing about Rek'Sai too. Her ultimate just targets onto the enemy, even if she portal jumps, the ultimate just followed it. And here, yeah, that's even a shutdown money for Evo. Yeah, good crosshair play, nice trade. And Drake coming up in 20 seconds without Enpass Akali being there. He would respawn a few seconds later and would have DP, maybe if it comes up in time. But yeah, Artifact dies at the correct time, so to say. Yeah, you won't just contest the third Drake on the side of SBTC. Luckily for them, objective shutdowns are in, so they get a turret, money, and some additional gold on top of that. But it's still not looking good for them. Gotta stay though, give credit where credit is due. In the last 5 minutes, they haven't really extended their gold lead on side of Team Secret, so SBTC in that regard is not really getting absolutely destroyed in the last few minutes. They are playing it on even ground.
That's true, but I think this is something that me and Yue have talked about this a lot in the past. We typically talk about it in gun games. Is sometimes when you're turbo far ahead at 16 minutes, it's like, what do we do? There's no Rift Herald. They're already gone. Yeah. There's no Baron because it's not 20 minutes yet. What do we can't really push deep towers because kill respawn timers are so short. So you kind of just mull around for a bit. I think they've spent the couple minutes fairly well. And now that Baron is on the map in 2 seconds, Team Secret actually have an objective to ban him out.
They do, and also DNK is on the bot side of the map. They could actually just rush down the Baron, they just straight up started. They felt Desire not the highest DPS level, but she's also 404 at 20 minutes, she has 2 items. That Baron is not melting super quickly, but should be considerable. And it's not about the Baron itself. You likely just want to bait the fight and then just win the fight and then get more. But Team Secret is not getting either of that. This time, I might have been nature. Yeah, maybe.
I think if you swap Artifact and Hero's positioning, you can take the Baron. Zoe is not doing a huge amount to Baron. She's good in fights around Baron, but the actual Baron damage themselves is pretty negligible, but while Gwen kind of trucks Baron.
Yeah, Garen kind of does. I mean, she has decent attack speed. She has the Q cone, which can always guarantee the middle hit against the Baron. It's true damage. Definitely nice. Hero might be in trouble. I wonder if you can buy some time here. These are competitive away.
I think he might just go for the kill. He throws
That's
out
buying infinite time because they straight up cannot kill him. They take infinite amount of seconds to kill him because they would just die to him instead. And this is still not Baron though. Yeah, he doesn't have the ult. Yeah, he needs to blow the needlework for it. And the needlework cooldown very, very high. It's up by a quarter, by the way. So good luck against the Gwen. And yeah, Gwen would be good against the Baron because she also has a recurve bow. She does very good DPS. And Zoe, not so much at this point at least. I mean, she has empowered auto attacks. She can throw point blank petal stars and sleepy travel bubbles onto it. And she's actually surprisingly good at stealing Baron because she has so much burst, but sustained damage a lot less so.
Yeah, of course. Not terrible by any means, but, you know, someone's got to be the best. As Team Secret, they have reset, though. Baron not seeming to be on the cards right now, though no doubt they will try and move over there again. 2 minutes to the Dragon. They could put SE into the position of deciding, do you stop us getting Baron, or do you just try and deny Assault? That's always a hard position to be in if you're on the losing side of it.
Yeah, Secret could just force them to maybe like rush the Ocean Drake and go Baron on their own.
That was absolutely massive. They came out of absolutely nowhere. They picked up 2 kills immediately. Heroes in the middle of 5 as well. There should be a third. SE potentially finding a way back into the game.
Definitely. So huge wave up coming out. They get 3 picks. There might be more. But this could be their Baron. Penguin also needed to use the Stormbringer there. Yeah, they might be. And also Flash could be up for Penguin. I think Artifact has to get a kill there to really prevent them. Or maybe even land more poke. But Penguin could just Flash Smite in.
Yeah, I'm just scared of the Zoe. Look at
DK might have died.
DK had to use his Flash. He used his Flash. Not Flash, sorry. His Smite. So they have to pull off.
Yeah, they have to pull off. And it's still 3 picks on the side of SBTC. That's remarkable. Ramp up into Everforce really coming out greatly for Tutti. He is the rookie mid laner. He's still not too afraid to make plays. I really liked seeing that. And maybe now with awkward respawn or recall timers, maybe that actually solidifies the soul a little bit for Team Secret because Penguin is ready on the chase against multiple people. He's just very angry because of the last team fight, I guess, and just steals the big chicken. And he just keeps interrupting recalls.
Yeah, and he can do this forever. He's so tanky. Yeah. They really can't do anything about this volibear. He just walks at them menacingly. And they have to respect it. Penguin now walking in, can smite away this red buff, does that. Celebrity will be molding at that one. As he gets nothing for his time. And now Team Secret are fully redeployed on the map. 2T, caught. Good Everfrost, but I don't think it's good enough as he's going to go night-night. Can they actually get the damage in to kill him? Yes, they can. The shutdown even. Palette going extremely low as well, but Artifact doesn't have too much health left to work with. Enper's going gold. I don't think he'll be able to find a miracle way out. He goes down to the Xayah, and Team Secret fight right back, and it's 8 seconds before Soul.
And that is straight up Soul. I mean, good recall denial by the side of Penguin, and then also stealing the web buff was kind of getting into the heads of Celebrity a little bit. And I don't know why at this point specifically, but SBTC felt like the hand was forced. Tutti getting caught there by the Karma chain, which is of course very well used by Yeshua, because after laying phase, you know, you cannot use the empowered Q anymore. You have to go for the W to really get the snares in. And Emperor also, like, he bought some time with the stopwatch with his short as well, but if he doesn't get a kill in the middle of that, he just ultimately dies, and with 2 picks going over, you just have to give the soul.
Yeah, Hero caught out there, does take a fair bit of damage, but Gwen is able to just walk on away. Did have to burn the needlework, so that is a potential teamfight tool not available for a little bit if a Baron fight was to kick off, but I don't think SE has the agency to decide when that's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know either. Either way. Now Soul on towards Team Secret, and it is such a good poke comp. CP Trouble Bubble lands, DNK, doesn't even get chunked that much, and that was without even the Petal Star landing. With a Petal Star landing, he might just go down to 10 HP. But this is like such an easy Baron setup for the side of Team Secret. They are just not even that much ahead in gold, but they have the soul. They have these easy poke tools with the CP travel bubble to really prevent face checks.
They're collapsing onto artifacts.
Realm warp. But it's not so even realm warp.
That did nothing. They tried, I guess. Now 2T's gonna have a sleep. Throws out the Everfrost to try and delay them. He is very tanky on this rise.
DNK
but I don't know if he's gonna be tanky enough. He's zoned out. DNK coming in with Paulette. The Stormbringer to come out. Eddie on the other side. He's zoned out. There's actually 2 kills now picked up by SE. Traded only for Enpo. So they've done all right here, Crincy.
They definitely did, and that
another nap time. DNK going low. I'm sorry to not let you in. As DNK burns down to Artifact, found that one. The rocket somehow misses Penguin. That was by mere inches. As now the rest of SE will fall to the quirky duo of Zoe and Gwen. I'm sure there's copy pastors in the chat for that. As Paulette now is the only one left standing.
And these fights look so awkward, right? Because the Xayah, which wouldn't even be that much of a DPS carry, is basically not in these fights with the Felty build. She just got absolutely brutalized by the flank from DNK. Well played by him, I guess, because they actually managed to put some weight back into the pocket of SBTC, because that Baron should have been enabling Team Secret to win a clean fight there, but it actually took a little bit longer than that. Here we see the actual fight where DNK went for the flank. Baron was taken down just now by Team Secret. They absolutely tunnel vision towards 2T, who is surprisingly tanky on the rise. You will see a very good quickness coming out by the Rakan from Palette, and DNK with the flank, absolutely beautiful. And Eddie is somehow on the wrong side of the fight, gets taken down pretty quickly, as well as Juhao, and they only trade Emperor for it. So that was a good fight by the side of SBTC, but it keeps extending here, and Zoe, Artifact really doing surprisingly in much DPS with its empowered auto attacks, and the pedal starts flying in, and also a little bit of an over chase by the SBTC. They felt too confident after getting 2 picks. They thought they could fight with Eddie being down, but they were pretty much mistaken there. Eddie dies again, however.
You know, 1 for 1, but it's only traded for a support, so that's a good scenario here for SE. Eddie having a little bit of lapse of concentration, perhaps, as they are managing to assassinate him. This ultimate is not up. Off on the top side, though. Who stops Gwen? Seriously, who stops an Ocean Soul Gwen at this point in the game?
The answer is no. There's no stopping this Gwen. And speaking of Eddie, though, I think it's not the concentration. It's a little bit also just the weakness of the build, right? The Lefelti Xayah has one weakness in that regard, not that it just has weaker DPS. It also doesn't quite lifesteal as much. The attack speed is pretty low. You only have the Eclipse lifesteal and the shield from it, basically. So if you happen to ever get caught, you cannot really like cut it out. I mean, a regular crit Xayah would have either the shield bow to just lifesteal forever and have a decent attack speed as well, or the Gale Force Xayah would just have another defensive tool. The Lefelti Xayah just doesn't quite have it. I mean, it's so much more offensive potential in the mid game and nothing more than that. So Eddie, while he probably didn't play it perfectly either way, that's not the concentration, that's just the weakness of the build, and SBTC rightfully punishing it. Because Celebrity also need to address him a little bit more. He got really hard focused by Penguin in the early game. He stayed mostly tilt-proof, I would say. Basically not down in CS at all. He is on 3 items on the Jinx right now, and if this goes late game, which it should of course not go, because Team Secret should be on the closing doors very, very soon, because his Ocean Soul Gwen shouldn't be stopped. But if they happen to get late game, then Celebrity could 1v9 this game, maybe.
It's true, and we were talking about how, Team Secret was super far ahead at the 16-minute mark, where they couldn't actually grow their gold lead. Well, now they're at the 30-minute mark, and they still haven't really grown their gold lead. It's only 6k, which is a lot, but considering the state of the game, it's a lot less than you would have thought. As Hero is moving over to the top side, they have to commit so many resources to stopping him, as he is able just to walk at people. This Gwen is so unbelievably strong right now. Goes gold to buy a little bit of time as the rest of Team Secret is dealing damage to this inhibitor. They want to crack open the base properly. As they do accomplish that, they can move over to the top side as well. Do it again.
Let's just do 3 inhibs for them.
Elder in 45. Elder in 45 is the big one.
Definitely the big one. Then maybe you just want to take the 2 inhibs and just reset. Also, it's the ideal position of inhibs.
Hang on, but there was a sleep landed onto Celebrity. They immediately pull the trigger. They go in and get him. Penguin burns the stopwatch, will go down to Enpa regardless, but it doesn't matter because the rest of SE have been found. Their chickens have been cooked. Eddie will go down to DNK, a little bit of a screw you on the way out to his old team. But it doesn't matter because 2-0 is going to be the score in our series. And with that, SE Esports, your dreams of playoffs are looking very, very distant as the gatekeepers have slammed it in your face.